What's up, everybody? My name is Brascus, and welcome back to Pyre. Let's continue on our journey. Time for us to head out into the, well, here you go. Stormwall passes by old carcasses of ships long gone. Believes there could be valuables to find, or very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. Let's go with Rookie. I think I went with Tizo last time because he wanted to go fishing. Although he did find me a lot of money when he did. The remnants of a shattered fleet do little to raise the confidence of your companions, given that the massive deathless tempest rages to the north, not far from your position. We ought to be more concerned with that storm than in finding trinkets, Greentail. Oh, relax already, Jody, and let me do my job. I don't show up when you're out there keeping watch and start telling you to come off it now, do I? You interrupt me in the middle of my work no fewer than 4 times per day. They go on like this for some time before turning to you. Investigating the wreckage is going to take some time, but you may find something to show for it. Yeah, go for it. You suggest it may be well worthwhile to continue searching through the wreckage, after having come this far. Rookie grins wide. Knew you'd see it my way, chum. Now let's see what we can get. After an exhaustive search, sorry, chum. I think I was just chasing the reflection of the sun or something. There's nothing down there. Jodariel fumes at all this, but says nothing. Jodariel has lost -1 hope for the next ride. I don't think there's any way to win that one. If we'd left early, I'll bet you Rookie would have taken -1. For having, you know, like been, I don't know, having had no one take faith in him, or having his idea stepped on or something. Alright, should have gone with Tizo. Lesson learned. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then something in the nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Hold, good ladies and good sirs! This knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please! What is it now, Worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do! And in turn this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it, then. Let us be joined! Let this knight join you, please! Can you believe this, Hedwyn? Not really, no. Nay, look ye not so surprised. Your valour in the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you upon this long-lost honour as a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there? The Pyre Hearts? They are base cowards! This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of Ores. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. One of the downside celestial landmarks, a carcass of the doomed exploring vessel Dazraban, lost in the waters of the downside. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. It is not so that you seek... Oh, is it not so that you seek passage to the north? With this knight's aid you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way across the storm, some sort of long-held secret among worms exiled to these waters. Jodariel pulls the rest of you aside after Hedwyn gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're going to get. Jodariel glowers back at the worm, who tries his best to look presentable. Hedwyn is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you across the deathless tempest, then he can come along for now. This knight is overjoyed, and hereby swears to see you pass the storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings, and in the name of the Nightwings, thus shall he go forth. Yes? As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths, yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. He is determined to help us cross the deathless tempest, help see his mission through. Has an aura trail that extends behind him, press B to snap to the end of the trail in an aura slash. Makes him really tricky to use. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwings, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master Reader, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now. Lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought be not far east of here. Today we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden, but they are highly just. Thus Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Oh, traverse the okay, so we're controlling him from here. So he's got Slither at top speeds, Jump, and of course, Slash. So that's the trick with him. Draw like a half moon and then zip to the other side. Try and catch enemies in between the area that you're in. Alright, so jump, jump. Hark! Yonder lie the foul spawn of unfathomed plurns, boiling the sea with their wrath. The sea titan, once slain by the scribe underking Ores, her brood lies dormant in the sea. Tales of her monstrosity long spread across the world. Exiled worms within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downside's channels for any save this knight's own kind. Begone now from here, fiends! This night shall finish what the Under King Ores started. Under King Ores, 7th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Persevering or the Sea Sojourner. The legendary leader of the Worm's undersea crusades sought to reach the edge of the abyss. Boom, 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 doom, 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 doom. Just pop them all. Yeah, I know the trick. I just don't see the purpose. Uh-oh. Haha, hold it right there, you traitorous slug! How dare you turn your back on this knight, to your superior! Superior by rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth, last this knight checked. Here you hold no sway over this knight. Yeah, and what have you done to this spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight has done that which required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why you? You dare to staunch the tempest for those Nightwings? Good Sir Deluge, this knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight if you dare as well. Pyre hearts, banish him, this is an order. I don't know why his accent changed, but it did. Okay, banish the Pyre hearts. Oh boy, this is gonna be tricky. Whoop, they already got me. You see, Gilman? You shall ever be inferior, even among the weakest of our kind. Gilman, where'd you go? Gilman? But Sir Gilman's banishment served as the perfect ruse for him to elude his adversaries and return to his newfound allies. Wow, I sucked at that, didn't I? Well, never mind. This knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge, but that would be a bold-faced lie, and yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. But wait, you lowly traitor. This knight will have your head. Gilman! Nope, he's gone. And probably much happier for it. As the day wears on, there is still no sign of the Worm Knight. Your companions grow restless, but then... Hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell and new scars to show for them! Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Worm Knight. And more importantly, that little tempest ought no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless tempest begins to simmer and subside. Sweet. I like it. Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it. Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedwyn help him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Nightwings. Huzzah! Alright, bid him welcome. To the Deathless Tempest. You have not yet been to this region of the downside. Sir Gilman revealed a gap in the storm that seems safe enough to traverse. Then let's be on our way, shall we? Through the deathless tempest. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the tempest. You were true to your word, Worm. I shall give you that. But now what? We are stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Call me that once more, and I shall tie you in a knot. Ha! And from one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with ye. Just, where do we turn from here? Answer the question now. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. Then let me be the first to say, let's go. Voyage onward. Tariq? Ricky? What is it? That loot you're always carrying around. You know how to play you know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good. Because I was thinking it's a little gloomy here and we could use a little tune to lighten up the mood, know what I mean? Then let me see what I can do. To the Black Basin. I like the music.
The stars all hide away from the chill until the evening rise.
To the Black Basin. What are we gonna find here? At last your wagon rumbles onto solid, jagged ground, the land called Black Basin. Black glass, searing vapor, and strangling forests mark the forsaken lands that loom across the sea. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Okay, what's this? Sir Gilman's crest, official certification of knighthood in the Commonwealth oft sought by worm knights. You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards you with his single eye. Hail, Master Reader! This knight is determined to trade harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure that this triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor, and this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the Pyre Hearts, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met, and perchance mentioned by name. They are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong! The exile who refuses to obey the rules as they were written by the Under-King Orus and his 7 friends deserve neither his honor nor his freedom. Thusly does this knight have confidence the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness. So, please excuse him, Master Reader. He slivers off, humming some sort of chivalrous tune. Alright, survey the surroundings. You find that Hedwin has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright everyone, don't go too far, let's meet back by dusk. Please, use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are rather, well, territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually, your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned or earlier. Hi everyone, I'm back! I've come back! Faye returns from the east with little to report, save for word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. This knight yet lives! Although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from a northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Little Imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you, near to the wagon. There is a western pass that seems traversable, if we travel by the light of dawn. The shadows and the crags may well cover our advance against whoever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madame. Though, in my experience, we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb towards the nest of Trieste. According to the stars, the next rite shall commence here. The exiles of the Highwing remnants. You may have no love for them inherently, but they have no such qualms with me. For now, I may be able to negotiate safe passage. Last surviving faction of the Winged Harps, the ancient enemies of the Commonwealth. They are as coarse as their feathers, they hold themselves superior, the Archjustice Androbles IX. Negotiate with them? Then Hedwyn steps in as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now, that much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go ahead come morning. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Jodario glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. You have the rest of the day to practice your vocations, use well your time. I still want to do the study in private, though. Locate a secluded area nearby where you should be able to study the Book of Rites. Quickness is the one that I like the most. The 8 scribes who composed the book. Influence speaks, inspiration comes in a flash. We've seen all this before. Celerity. Okay, continue on my journey. So, we've got the Black Shore. Jodario wishes to avoid the harps by staying on low ground, or the Highwing Cove. Lone Minstrel believes he can negotiate safe passage with the harps via this path. Let's follow with Jodario for now. See if we can just get there. The shattered lands of Blackshore prove difficult to traverse for the Black Wagon. The low road to the nest of Trieste passes through razor-sharp sands. Jodario searches for a solid path forward to little avail. Fie on these blasted lands! How are we to proceed through this? Perhaps I may be of some assistance. This place is not so unfamiliar to me, nor our denizens. Please, remain with the others until I return, madame. I shall not be long. The minstrel disappears into the cliffs before Jodario can protest. In the meantime, you and she continue to keep watch, sensing unseen eyes. The last time that one disappeared on us, we searched for him for days. But this time, he soon returns. I have secured safe passage through the nest of Trieste. We may proceed. One of the downside celestial landmarks. Secured safe passage with whom, exactly? Just then, a winged woman dives down from the sky. She looks Jodario up and down, then she soars away without a word. The lone minstrel says nothing more either. Jodario's scowl deepens. For centuries, the Commonwealth withstood the Highwing remnant's treacherous assaults thanks to soldiers such as she. Wow, -4 hope for the next rite. Yeesh. Well, I haven't been using her much anyway, so maybe that's okay. At last you arrive at the nest of Trieste, where the next rite is soon to commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watched your wagon's ascent, and remain watching now. Do I have anything with him? No, hey you guys, what brings you out here? No, wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know. All I want is you to get the best deals on the downside. Yeah, I don't have anything to sell him. And I have 1 gold, so I'm not going to get anything else. Be seeing you around then. Okay, and there's nothing there, so I guess we're going to commence the rite. You and your fellow exiles gather on the blasted lands, called the Nest of Trieste, expecting the imminent commencement of the rites. You see no sign of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound above. This, then, is what passes for the Nightwings now? Such a rabble. Not even dressed for the occasion yet. It seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition. Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come for talk. No. You have come on behalf of your Commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. When at last we free ourselves, Your home shall burn. With that, the harp swoops off as Jodariel glowers after her. Harp, winged warriors from the mountainous offskirts of the Commonwealth where they are feared. They fled to their mountain nests, awaiting the day when they would darken the skies and retake the land. It is only then that you realize another harp has come. She is quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out. It's in our mutual interest. You know naught of my interest. Let's give this another shot. Hi, then. My name's Pamitha Thane. She appears to be one of the winged harps of the High Wing Remnants, now bound in exile. The surly one back there, that was my blood sister. No need to judge her harshly, though. We've only met just now, though I must say something about you reminds me of her. How dare you implicate that I have anything in common with your ilk? Just then Hedwyn shows up to intervene. He whispers something to Jodariel. No, Hedwyn, you cannot be serious. Jody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Am I perhaps interrupting something? Say, by the by, however did you make it all this way across the sea? Didn't see you fly in. Trust is something I am loath to give away, Hedwyn. But you have set our course thus far, and I have followed, so do as you must. That Sandalwood had better have an explanation for all of this. Jodariel storms off as Hedwyn turns to you. What's your take on this one, my friend? Our informant wants someone for each mask. I hadn't expected we'd run into a harp, yet here she is. What are you getting from her? You turn your attention to Pamitha, who has been watching with bemused interest. Ah, a reader, are you? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like and tell your comrade the truth of it. Why don't you? You sense that she's conflicted about something, though you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives here and now are earnest. Seems alright to me. You tell Hedwyn that you think the group should take its chances with Pamitha and take her at her word. My thoughts as well. I think and hope Jodariel will come around. He then turns to Pamitha. I'm Hedwyn. We'll accept your offer on 2 conditions, if you'll hear me out. Conditions? Why sure, I love a good condition or two. First, after we're finished here tonight, you come along and make sure that your blood sister and her friends don't give us any trouble when we're headed out. Second, you'll have to find a way to get along with Jodariel, whom you met earlier. Brilliant. I had no plans to stick around here anyway. As for your demon friend, no doubt we'll get on famously. Now, I don't suppose you have an extra set of raiments I could use, because I think the rite is about to get started. You look up and see that she is right. Pamitha Thane joined you. She has a score to settle. Bid her welcome. Begin the rites. Or rite.
I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now.
Gonna have to try harder than that.
Here you are, somehow, upon the nest of Triesta. And you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with 2. One from the Pyre heart, no less, and one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face. They are the essence, winged terrors, as you soon shall see. Can your longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home?
From a distance, you observe as Pamitha, now clad in Nightwing raiments, heads towards your adversaries in the rites. You. What sort of heathen harp would dare take wing against us? Your new companion then loosens the bindings on her mask. Hello there, Tamitha. Pamitha's blood sister stares back at her before responding. What in the saint's name are you doing here, with them? 5th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Discipled or the Blessed Born. Saint Triesta Tithys, the eldest of the Harp Matriarchs, she anointed the Book of Rites and gave its words their power. Doubtless you come to dig your talons in my back again. No, sister, I've come to have a word with you. Save it. I cannot help but share your poisoned blood, but I shan't ever count you as my sister. You expect me to believe that you came all this way for talk? You waste your time as ever. What's life if not a waste of time, dear sister? Give me a chance, why don't you? What do you even have to lose anymore? Besides, I've come a long way. Silence. You shan't have come here, and the time for talk is long since past. If only you could see yourself again consorting with my enemies. Fine then, savor their defeat, but I warn you, stay away from me. Pamitha says nothing more as her blood sister turns away again. Okay then. Pamitha gets your attention. Listen to me, reader darling. The rest of you are ill-equipped to navigate this place. Let me conduct this rite on your behalf, and my wings will bring you victory. Dear lady, your words ring true. This knight is flattered that you have not eaten him as is tendency among your kind. This knight hereby volunteers his post in the triumvirate for thee. Sir Gilman refuses to participate in the rites, so that Pamitha can face her sister. You observe the treacherous terrain. Pamitha should be better suited to the rites here than the rest of you.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Well, then I guess we're bringing her along. Why, I thought you'd never ask there, darling. I accept. If the little bird is going to conduct the rites for us, then I shall not. Great. Okay, well, it's really hard for me to give up Brookie. His speed is just too valuable. Huh? Oh, yeah, you got it, chum. And I think in this case... let's bring Faye.
Faye.
Why don't we all have wings? I want to have wings too!
Very well.
Come then, sister. Perhaps when we are finished here, you'll spare a moment of your time. I shan't be tricked by you again, Pamitha. How poetic that we meet here in the downside. I can think of nowhere else where I would rather see you rot for what you did to our people and to me. Ugh. Pamitha seems to sense your presence and then catches your attention. Hello there, reader darling. If I'm to be at your mercy in all this, I'd like it very much if you could minimize how often I'm allowed to wallow in a state of banishment. Quickly, let me show you what we Sisters of the Highwing Remnants can do. Hold X to fly until stamina depletes.
Sisters. That seems entirely
Okay,
wise.
right trigger to dash. Pamitha's dash knocks others away. Convenient. Hold B to tackle. When tackling, she cannot be banished, so she's got a shield that allows her to rush forward then. See, darling, we harps were not so bad. Now I suppose we better get to work, hmm? Just don't go underestimating Tamitha over there. I trust you'll do the best you can. Tamitha Thane is a vengeful tactician of the Highwing Remnants who plot the Commonwealth's ruin. To the skies, sisters. Talon formation. Okay then. Whoops, that was really, really bad. Oh, crap. Ah, she flew. Okay, that was a mess. Rookie, was it? Tell me something. You know how to fly? No. I mean, not really. Anyway, what makes you ask? Then listen up. My blood sister there, she'll swoop right past you if you're careless, but we harps simply cannot get much altitude down here. So, if she goes for any unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch her in the act. She always hated when I used to do that to her. Okay, you got it. Let's actually try taking Faye with me. Didn't do that fast enough. What the hell just happened? No, no, no! Man, I'm making a mess of this one. Okay, new plan. Rookie. Let's just do this then. Ah, damn it. Okay, well that works. Shit, okay. Actually doing okay so far. No, you don't. So be it. Ah, jeez. Man, I might lose my first one here at this rate. Because I am really screwing this one up. Oh, shoot. Okay, didn't realize I could fall down that. Alright, there. We're not getting completely smoked. I just need to come to grips with this. Okay, I don't know if I can get around them, but I'm sure as hell gonna try. Ah, shoot, my aim was off. Okay. It's alright. We'll manage. No, 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 no. Damn it, I cannot leave them there. If they fly past me, I have to take them out.
How very sad for the essence.
No, you don't. Just chuck it in there. That way we keep all three. We knock another one off of there. Oh, jeez. Don't leave him there. Just take him out. Knock her in there. Take out the other one. Take out the other one. And the other one. Shoot. Okay. So far, so good. Also not what I meant to do. Don't let him keep it, though. Shit. No. No. Damn it, they're gonna get it if I don't get over there. Okay, we're good. Faye, just run. Yes! Oh, that was close. Okay. Still not ready to let him have it. Let's just grab that and fly. Fly it straight in. Okay. Damn you, Pamitha. You're no true Thane. To think that you have the gall to call me sister still after everything you wrought upon us? I hate to break it to you, Tamitha, but I don't think my actions, however much they hurt you, had any effect on our familial status. Look, I know I wronged you, that's why I'm here. You don't know my side of the story. Your side of the story. If I wanted to hear more lies and deceptions, I ought to have asked the Commonwealth to stay my sentence for a while. Well, if you've come all this way to face me, Pamitha, then come and do it. You and me! You think you see Pamitha shake her head. Everyone, stay back. Have to fight her solo? One-on-one? I am very nervous about doing that. Oh, well. There we go. Okay, that was really close. Ugh. Yeah, you and me both. They had a hell of a lead on me there for a while. You Commonwealth filth. Only through that traitor's help could you have beaten us. You postpone the coming of our liberty, but we are ever patient, and our sisters on the other side shall have their day, with or without my aid. Tamitha, wait, please. You've found good company there, Pamitha. May you wither here with them. I hope sincerely we shan't ever meet again. Pamitha stands motionless as her blood sister departs. At least we beat him though, huh? My name's Ruki Greentail, by the way, and, I think we're heading back now, so you coming? Sure, I don't see why not. Alright. Oh, Ruki leveled. Faster, stronger, and a little better looking, too. I mean, is there anything I can't handle? Okay, so cast his aura further. Banishes adversaries by casting his aura. The blast can banish nearby. Ooh, that's kind of cool. What was this one? I think I'll do this one. Okay. Faye didn't quite get a level out of it, but that's okay. And neither did Pamitha. So be it.
Until the next round.
Okay. After overcoming the essence in a close contest, you and the others return to your wagon to consider your next move, and how best to integrate Pamitha into the group. The essence. A triumvirate of winged harps harboring a deep hatred for the Commonwealth, led by the harp Tamitha Thane. Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. I like my fresh air, so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust the rites will cause my path and Tamitha's to cross again before long. Yeah, we already read that one. You're welcome with us for now, Pamitha. Trust is what got us here. Isn't that right, Ruki? Outcast and at Highwing remnants, Commonwealth's hated enemies. But Ruki does not seem to hear the question. He's been rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. Pamitha shoots him one of her smiles. He stammers something about having to check the wagon wheels again. He runs off. During this discussion, the minstrel pulls you aside. Riedel, I ask a moment of your time outside. There is somewhere I may ask... Oh, there is somewhere I may ask we go, here in Black Basin, Riedel. By your leave, of course, and provided that the stars allow it. Would you look upon them for us, please? You look towards the heavens. Presumably right here. Lu, the vernal star. The glade of Lu, directly west. Then it is just as my client indicated. According to the stars, the next rite shall commence here. The great sap scholar Lu Scalorian here vanquished the root titan Limbless Arizek. This client of yours, our informant, Sandalwood, he entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him yourself. He awaits us somewhere in Waking Wood, due west. How do we find him? He shall find us. It seems you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly awaits. Well, let's see what we got here. First off with this, the Book of Rites. The hunt for Muir. My emperor lay there bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest, and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the last embrace. It was the imp, Haub, that nursed him back to health, and warned him often of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of Muir would come in search of him, some under employment by the rope collar, some longing openly for cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them, plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure he was dead. A little dark. This is Pamitha's moonshine, kept close at hand in the off chance of a good occasion or a very bad one. And Pamitha. You approach Pamitha, who has kept to herself since she joined your small band. You sense she's unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but then she speaks up before you can do the same. Come to check up on me, reader darling. In those first moments when we met, that vote of confidence in me, which you relayed to that nice Hedwyn boy, I'm grateful you are willing to see past these wings. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group and you just go with it? However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You'll see, I've business with my blood sister Tamitha and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. As to the little quibble between us, well, it's a long story all in all, one that's frankly no one's business but hers and mine. Surely we'll run into her again, maybe not soon, but in time, and we have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, happy to aid you in your quest until such time, especially to the extent that it aids me in mine. A simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself with making small talk with someone like me. And besides, we harps have a saying, liars abound. She swoops away before you can respond. Alright, well, that is all the time I have for this episode, but we're meeting new people, we're traveling further ahead, and we're about to meet Sandalwood, the guy we've been hearing about for the last, how many rites are we done with now? 5? 6 rites? I have no idea, I've lost track. But that'll be in the next one. So thank you all so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the series thus far, please make sure you hit that like button. Feel free to leave a comment down in the section below, and as always, I will see everyone in the next episode. Catch you guys later.